Welcome to the complete animation of Fuli from the third season of The Lion Guard, the episode entitled Friends to the End. So I'm finally talking about Season 3 of The Lion Guard. There are some fans of my channel who have been looking forward to hearing some of my thoughts on this season, and let's get right into it. I think that this season is good. I think that the character model changes are a good idea. I think that really the last 10 episodes of season 2 should have had the changed character models, especially for Kion, because the voice actor for Kion had his voice changing a lot. He started as a pretty young guy and then ended as a teenager, so it only makes sense that such a change should have happened to the character that he voice acted. But yeah, so this episode is fun. It's an episode that really shows just the depths that Kion's irritability went to. I don't think that Kion was ever really evil, but yeah, so that's one of the things about this third season. It does things with Kion that are kind of uncomfortable, but I think that was the point. Because from the first season all the way through the second, Kion was basically infallible. He would always, maybe not infallible, but uncorruptible. He was always a good guy. It really took some strong writing to get him to act in any way other than being, totally morally upstanding. And so the plot device of Ushari's venom in Kion's scar is a really interesting thing. It makes it so that there's a reason for him to just be short-tempered, irritable, and basically turn him into a jerk. And I think that was probably the best thing that could happen to the character, even though it's not the most pleasing thing to watch. Because if you've been invested in the show up until this point, Kion, and you probably enjoy Kion's character, and seeing him change so radically is something else. Also, I really like how this third season really solidifies exactly what relationship Fuli and Kion have with each other. Fuli is clearly second in command of the Lion Guard. It's that's basically always been the unspoken case, but here it's really solidified. Nobody denies that Fuli is the one to take charge when Kion isn't around, and when Kion isn't acting properly, Fuli is the one to take charge of it. And I do like the older version of Fuli. I like how they changed her spots to be a lot darker. I like how I don't know, it's good. I think I like all of the character design changes. I think that Kion and Fuli had the most drastic changes. I think Ono probably had the least noticeable. And Anga, I don't think that she changed at all since her appearance in the second season. Also, Anga being part of the Lion Guard is probably one of the best things ever, because it's so awesome that Fuli now has another introverted girl character to keep her company. It's Fuli and Anga, they get along so well with each other because they know when to leave each other alone. They don't have to constantly be making small talk with one another. It's good stuff. And I think that the whole plot device of Kion going on a long journey to cure himself, I think that introduced a lot of opportunity for good stories, especially with how many different places they ended up going to. It's it's a plot device that was also used in Tangled, the series, and I think it's a good plot device. Just have your characters be going on a giant trip, and you can have very different locations the entire way. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to talk about everything I have to say about Season 3 in this episode, but I will say this. It's like 6 or 7 episodes short of what it should have been. The story that they wanted to tell really could have used another 5 or even like 9 episodes to properly tell it. But in the end, I enjoyed Season 3, but I'm also sad that the show is over, but I think it went out with a good ending. And I'll probably talk about that more in another video. I think I'll do more complete animations of Season 3 of The Lion Guard. Thanks for watching.